So I have a few videos that I've posted about linear fills and how to come up with your own patterns. But what do you do next? How do you get comfortable moving and flowing with those patterns around the drum set? Flowing can feel a little tricky, but I want to show you some exercises and ideas that have helped me and my students move around the drum set more freely. So let's break it down. So before you want to start thinking about moving around the drum set, you want to work that pattern out with just the kick and the snare drum to make sure that you have the sticking solid. I suggest starting with just a one measure pattern, and if you don't know how to do this, check out my video on how to practice linear drum fills and it'll break all of this down. Here's the pattern that I came up with. Again, you want to loop this pattern over and over again until you start to feel comfortable with the sticking. Flow is a byproduct of control and comfort, and the number one killer of flow is overthinking. You can't move around the kit well if you're trying to remember what your hands are supposed to be doing. So once you have that sticking down, we're going to run through these patterns in 3 phases. The first phase is what I like to call the copycat phase. Both hands are going to follow each other around the drum set. So we're going to move in order forwards and then backwards around the kit. And we're going to use the bass drum as a green light to change drums. Your hands will switch drums after every bass drum hit. Wherever your lead hand goes, the other hand follows. When you get this down, begin to randomize it. Try not to think too hard about it. Hit the first drum that you look at. The goal here is not to sound good, but it's to get your mind and your body comfortable with changing directions. Take your time, move slowly, and then you'll be able to make more musical choices when you feel more comfortable. All right, so phase 2 focuses all on right hand freedom. We're going to do the exact same thing as in phase 1, but this time your left hand is going to stay glued to the snare drum and your right hand will do all the moving. Start off going in order like we did last time, forwards and then backwards, and then when you get comfortable, randomize it. The last phase, as you probably guessed it, is going to focus all on left hand freedom. This time, your right hand is going to stay glued to the floor tom while your left hand moves around the kit. By the time you work through all three of these phases, you should be comfortable enough to start improvising with this pattern around the drum set and putting it in a groove context. Remember, there are no wrong answers, so take your time and have fun.